In this video we will see fuzzy logic modeling with one example, and we'll be implement it using MATLAB. So first we start with the fuzzy toolbox. So you type fuzzy here, and this is what you get on screen. This is input. Here you have model, and on the right side you have output. So you can have multiple inputs, multiple outputs. Okay, in order to add more inputs, so you go to edit, and you can add a variable. You can add a variable input. So now I've added two inputs. So I'm clicking on the first input. I can change the name here. So I'm giving name here, say speed, and the name for the second one I'm giving name is feed. So on the right side, output side, is we are using it, say tool viewer. So I'm typing here tool uh, tool viewer. So this way, so there are now two inputs. Output is tool viewer. In this model, by changing the speed and feed, I will be able to predict how much will be the tool wear. So this is what this model will do. This model will predict a tool wear if when I change speed and feed. In order to create this model, uh, what is done, you perform the experiments, then you have experimental data with you. Basically you are mapping your experimental data here. So once you put your experimental data here, and then your model is ready, it can predict the values for tool wear, even for the unknown speeds and feeds. So let us see how to go about it. In speed, you click on speed. So by default there are three membership functions. These are triangular membership functions. We will keep these triangular membership functions as it is. So uh, you see the range. If you see the range here, 0 to 1. So for speed I want to change the range. I want to have range from, say, 1000 rpm to say 3000 rpm. So this is how I have changed the range. You can see it is now 1000 to 3000. And now I will be moving these membership functions like this, or I can mention, say I'm clicking here on the second membership function. I can change the values here. I can go from, say, the first value here is I want to start from 0, from 1000. Then the middle value is at 2000, and the third point is at 3000. So this is how I can define a triangular membership function. Okay, so you can see what is how it has adapted to this change. I can give name to this membership function. It is a speed, so I can say this is a medium speed. So then I can change the name for this one also. So this is a low speed. So like that I can give a name to each and every membership function. uh, similar treatment I will give for the feed. You double click here on the feed. You change the range. Say this is feed, so from 0 to 0.1, this is okay. Now you change the membership from where it should start and from where it should end. You can do it by dragging it, or you can do it as we had shown you by changing the parameters, by putting the values here in the parameters. Now coming to tool wear, same thing you will do for tool wear, but here you can add more membership functions. So in this example I have included, say I'm including more membership functions, so I'm adding membership function. So again triangular membership function I'm adding here in the toolware. Add one more membership functions. I'm having in toolware I'm having say 5 membership functions, so add membership function here, one more. So now coming to toolware, we are in the toolware mode. So here you can adjust it, you can adjust it wherever you want these things to you want to have. Okay, so 0.25, this I want to have at here, this I want to have here. So like that you will be changing the values of the membership functions. So by making the appropriate adjustments, the next step is you will be adding rules to it. Okay, so I have already adjusted all these things, so I will open that file. So in order to bring that file here, so that file is I'm importing it from the file is already, I have created that file that is available on desktop. So toolware, open. So now here you can see everything is nicely covered, it is presented. So feed is 3 values for feed: low feed, medium feed, high feed. Speed, low speed, medium speed, high speed. And for toolware, this is very small toolware, medium toolware, large toolware, and very high toolware. So 5 membership functions I have taken for the toolware. Okay, next is uh, we have to you have to click here on the toolware. Here you will enter the rules. So rules which I am entering here, they are you can select from here. Say when toolware, so I will delete, so all 9 rules I have already entered. I will remove the first rule just to show you how rules can be added. So I've selected the first rule and I'm deleting this rule. Now in order to enter it, so when speed is low speed, feed is low feed, what should be the toolware? So obviously toolware will be very small toolware. Okay, so this rule is added. Okay, so likewise I will try all combination with the low speed. When speed is low speed, feed is medium feed, the medium feed, what will be the toolware? So toolware is a medium toolware. Okay, the most important, there are 3 most important rules here, and those rules are like when speed is say low, feed is low, obviously the wear will be very small. The second important rule is when speed is high, feed is also high, feed is high, tool wear will obviously will be very high. So this rule, so these are like 2 extreme ends. So all other rules will be following in between these 2 extreme values. So okay, so now rules are entered. Now we can check how this behaves. So we'll close it. In order to check how it behaves, you go to the view, and from there you go to rules. So here you can see here you have inputs, speed, feed, and here is tool wear. So I can change the value of speed here. So speed here I'm changing, so now it is 1600, and feed I'm keeping to 0.261. So this is the estimated tool wear. I can give inputs here by I can give inputs by dragging it. These are two inputs, or I can mention exact values here. So 1000 rpm, feed is 0.5. What is the tool wear? Tool wear is this much. So this is how initially you do the experiments, and then you map that data which you get from the experiments here, and if your inputs and outputs match, then you say your model is ready, and this model can predict values for unknown speed and unknown feed. So then you can validate your results, that whatever tool wear you are getting here, whether that values you are getting actually or not. So this is in a nutshell what is done here in the model. So in the view section also you can go further and see what is your how is your decision surface. Here you can see in this axis you have speed, here you have feed, and here you are having tool wear. So you can move it and see how this is the surface which you see here is actually the decision surface. Okay, close it. Now you are back again here. You will get results from here by giving the values here, by changing the values here. Say now it is 500 and now it is say 2000 with 2000 and feed of say 0.1 mm. How much will be the wear? This will be the wear, and so this model will be able to predict the tool wear when you are changing speed and feed. So this is the big picture. So now basically you have created a fuzzy logic model which will predict tool wear when you change the inputs, when you change the speed and feed.